Excuse me, police officers.
Exactly.
This is a First Amendment rights issue.
Okay, so
San Diego
one second,
police.
we'll speak to you in 1 second. So because of this issue, they're enforcing a certain citation issue, and that's why you're being detained. And being detained, you have to provide law enforcement officials with your name, date of birth, basically your information. You just have to publicly announce yourself to us. Okay? You're going to get a citation, whether that's theirs, their right or whatever. They don't have to. They want to. They can. That's what they're going to go. You have to be identified. That's it. Like, it's nothing further. All right? All you have to do is provide your name and information. You get a ticket and you go handle it later. It doesn't say that you're guilty. It says you're going to handle this ticket later. That's it. Right? Does that seem fair enough?
I understand
Okay.
that. The thing is that I perform here. I've been coming here. I've seen this guy many a times. I've seen you many times. Yeah. Like, I see all of y'all because I perform a lot. I see the cops a lot. I do shows earlier. Now, today, I'm here standing here and I'm getting saltated for doing what I normally do all the time. Now, I didn't even have a show going on. That's just random. It's just awkward to be coming to the park where I performed many years.
I
all over line.
I get it.
I understand you. I'm just on it.
No. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm honest because I understand where you was coming from, and I respect it.
Absolutely.
It is. I'm gonna come here next weekend.
Okay.
Am I gonna look there? You're gonna call you next weekend. I'm gonna be here the weekend after that.
Okay.
This is what, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do the same thing the next weekend. The same thing next weekend. Or he's gonna continue to harass and say, I'm gonna give you a citation for your music or for you bringing a speaker to the park. You know,
It's possible.
It's
a violation to have amplification. So every time you come here, you can come for a month, 2 months.
But the city code does not say that.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to them. So that's when you want to come back every week. That's fine. But every time you come and you have the amplification and you're in violation, you could potentially receive.
It's not actual law, officer. I've looked at the code. It does not exist the way they have it written on their website.
Because of the park and because of vendors, they're cracking down really hard on vendors. So they want you to have a license and want to have permit. That's just what the park systems have.
But this isn't vending, sir. This is
I'm
first.
talking to him.
I understand who you're talking to. You're stepping over rights. You're deprivating rights under color of law.
So can I just get the license?
I'm tired of this. Y'all are violating rights.
Doesn't
You're going to get
involve
charged
you.
with a 148.
What's that?
It's a misdemeanor charge for obstructing an officer. You
Oh,
need to
I
stop.
see. I see. You're threatening me now.
No, I'm telling you what's going to
You
happen.
just threatened me.
I'm telling you what's going to happen. You need to stop.
You guys need to
Let
stop
them
violating
finish their
rights.
contact, and we'll talk to you afterwards.
You guys need to stop violating rights, period.
I need you to step over there, please.
Okay.
Now we good, little bro. We good. Always stand up and push. Don't be a sucker MC. Okay, it's good. You're gonna be in here. They're gonna be like, damn, Noink, you turned out like that? Because he can't stop.
There we go.
Man right here. He's weird. You actually kind of cool. You like, you got personality, but dude right here is weird.
I haven't said nothing to you till just now, so I'm not
Bro, y'all actually all weird, bro.
I just got threatened with obstruction of police business.
We've been doing this all out. We've been doing this.
They said if I say anything else, they'll get me for that. Glad I got that on video.
Yeah.
My lawyer's gonna love that.
there's the plaque right over there if you need that too.
Oh yeah. First Amendment plaque right there. This isn't about the First Amendment though, it's about their amp. And they said that the code is such and such, but
Yeah.
I've already went through all the city codes like 3 times, and there is no code for parks that says that amps are banned. Next step is call city attorney and have a talk with her about this.
Yep. That's with a lot of
And
us
then
out here.
we need to be going to city council, and then we all need to protest down here every day until they stop.
Yeah.
Hey, make sure you share. Weird.
Get their car number. It's 7792 little 5.
I had an argument with Blue Betty like 3 months ago. That was like 3 months ago. And pretty much we broke up. 3 months later, hey, we out here having a good time, chilling, talking. Me and Jesse, the magician. Yeah, Jesse, he's performing. When me and bro talking, she just come over. And she's sharing the spot. I'm like, why Jesse performing? He's like, why he got some good girl with him? I'm like, bro, what you talking about? I'm like, bro, literally doing the show in front of you. And it's 3 months later. It's 3 months later. Bro didn't even say hello. Like, bro didn't even say what's good.
That's weird. I question that a little bit. I definitely question
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
I stay away from it. I mean, how you telling me?
No, for sure. No, that's exactly how it happened. Not that it matters to anyone here. Look at Russell. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Nah.
No? No, he said no either. He said no either. Who is it? He wanted me to do like.
It's the Menace.
No. Transporter. You talking about the agent? Nah, the dude that be beating everybody else. You know? I think driver. You know what I'm talking about? I definitely know. You better see what's going on. Matter of fact, you don't got no Nah. You got some now, probably. Yeah. And then what they gonna say about that? I'm good on my drums, right? What's up, Bob? Yeah. I love it. When y'all leave, we gonna still do a show. We gonna everybody waiting for it. Real music. There's some drum sets out here. A couple snares.
The real question is, though, are they doing this to everyone in the public or just people that are busking? Because if they're not doing it to everyone in the public, this is selective enforcement.
Yeah.
And they're not doing it to everyone in public. I've got plenty of evidence of that.
I bet. Because not only that,
It's okay, bro.
I'm not saying nothing, but I know it'd be a dude over here who be playing his speakers mad loud. Some dude just be chilling in a spot over here, people rapping and shit. Nobody don't go over there saying
Yeah, I know. And then when we were protesting and we had amps, they weren't any of them to be found. They all knew we were here too. So it's all selective when they want to do it.
I get it though. It's just taking money from the businesses. That's basically.
We're not taking any money from the businesses. We bring and entertain people.
The park is weird now because the energy of the park is not living the way that it normally thrives. There's a lot of restrictions, a lot of this, a lot of that.
Yeah, and so the businesses are now going to suffer from
When I
that.
do shows, because I do this so much, I can feel the people. They all everybody confused, combust at inside. Especially after COVID. After COVID, people's hearts were so messed up. It was hard to get people to come together, you know what I mean, do a performance. Oh, my wife was an emergency. Yeah, for real.
I would definitely start calling lawyers though and call ACLU. This is an ACLU type matter. Their time, space, manner regulations.
That's what I'm gonna talk to you.
Okay.
Get my knowledge up. Knowledge is power. And that's all they do. They just do what they told to do. It's like it's not that they wrong or anything like that. I understand that. It just paper.
They have a job to defend the First Amendment, and the moment they start stepping over that, they're violating a federal law, which is USC 18-242, which is deprivation of rights under color of law, and 243, which is conspiracy against rights under color of law. When 3 or more officers engage in such a rights violation, they're stepping over a law that can put them in penalties of $10,000 per officer and a year jail, and they can have all their badges removed. And that's what they don't understand. And then anybody who they violate their rights can sue for their pensions individually in a court of law. And they don't seem to understand that, and they don't care.
Person to really do all that, bro.
Honestly,
That's what I do.
if they
I
didn't
do like I
understand
love
that,
this
that's
law
just
stuff. I love this law stuff. I love it, bro.
if they ain't say nothing to you, but you're just speaking that knowledge, then that means that it's real. That means that it's real. I'm paying attention to how everybody moves, bro.
I want to know why they won't ever answer my questions on video, and they're always running away from me when I question them about this stuff.
He walked right away from me.
Walk straight away.
And I want to know why they can't produce paperwork that actually shows this stuff, because they can't. Every time someone asks them, well, it's not done yet. Well, if it's not done, they don't have a legal right to be writing tickets on it.
Exactly. Period.
It's funny, you guys are writing all these tickets. I've counted at least 20 in the last week or two. And when it gets down to the courts, you're going to find out, and you're going to be sad about this, because now the next step comes, and we're going to take you guys to court. Not just one of us, but all the buskers here. And what sucks is I've been trying to help them stay out of that. I've been sending them court cases and everything. They don't bother reading any of it. If they did, they would know how they're stepping over the law. But I guess self-education doesn't count when they talk about education over enforcement.
Yeah. The United States is so corrupt. It's not the same. It went from freedom of speech, protect and serve, to bothering people that's doing what they gotta do on a day-to-day basis.
And they have a rule where only one act can be here at a time. I bet you they don't go say a damn thing to the Jehovah's Witnesses next to you.
Like why did
How much you weigh?
huh?
How much you weigh?
Yes.
I don't know, you look like you're, what,
Officers, I'd like to apologize to you. I get very frustrated when I see rights getting violated. San Diego Police has already gone through this with me a few times, and from my understanding, SDPD isn't supposed to be engaged at all with performers. And that's what City Council told me. And so, like, when I see a police officer engaged with a performer, it really upsets me, because this is supposed to be dealt with. Because, you know, this is First Amendment stuff, you know, and they're stepping on their rights right now. And they're not doing it to every citizen, just the ones that are performing to earn $1 or $2, to pay a bill or to buy a meal, you know. But I would like to apologize for my behavior, because I don't mean to get angry. It's just
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it.
rights, when people trample on rights, it upsets me.
Exactly. Do he get a ticket too? Exactly.
Yeah, they're not giving him a ticket. Guy's got a stereo on a bicycle. It's a battery-powered device, which is their new rule on their website, which is not on the city website. You can hear him clearly from 50 feet. Oh, they can't chase him down while they're writing you a ticket.
Riding straight past them. No ticket. Smooth past him. And he stopped a little bit too, like. I think he went to go fix his shoe or something. Yes!
Would you be here if I came back?
I will be here. I will be here. I don't need to run.
See, if you weren't doing selective enforcement, you would have went and got that
I
guy.
don't need to run.
But I'm glad I got that on video too.
33. I did track already. I already did all my running. Yeah, I did all my running. Look, I did all my running. I ran up. That's different. I'm definitely getting that.
He keeps calling performers vendors. This officer here, he keeps calling performers vendors. And I made sure that when they wrote the vendor code, performers and artists and buskers, which is what we are, buskers, it's the actual term, we're protected under the city vendor code. And so him calling us vendors is steps over that code. We're exempt from that vendor code. And so comparing us and actualizing us to vendors is not legal or right. It's literally in the city code that we're protected from all these vendor laws. So vendors might not be able to have speakers, and vendors might not be able to be down here, but we're supposed to be here. Just so you know, it's in the city code.
What about the amplification?
Well, amplification says something about 50 decibels within 50 meters, and it has to be, you have to have a meter to check that. They have a meter, they're not using it.
The Rangers do?
Yes. We have donated the meter to them and they won't use it. It's written on their website, the code for the law, but you go into the actual law and it's not in the law.
Do you know the code? I'm assuming you do.
I don't know the number, but I could find it for you.
I could probably look it up. I mean, they can go to court and fight it.
It's just ridiculous that this keeps happening. Like, you guys are supposed to uphold the Constitution, not step over it.
Take care of it or go to court.
Yeah. I mean, as far as us, I mean, we don't really deal much with vendors, street performers, buskers. That's what
Well, you're not supposed to by law, by the city law. You're not supposed to go anywhere near them. You're supposed to leave them alone unless they're committing an actual crime, like harming someone or doing drugs in public or public intoxication or what have you. But like for performing or for playing music and stuff like that, y'all are supposed to just keep on moving. You know, unless the music is at a over the legal limit decibel thing. This amplification ban is unconstitutional, and it, especially since it isn't written into law.
Well, I would say you guys should find that the law and the specific verbiage that's behind it. I don't know what it is. We don't really deal with it. It's probably more of a thing that the park rangers deal with. And then I would go with it to court and then talk to the judge and see what they want to do about it. Because I mean, it's one thing to get a ticket, right? Like, yeah, I get it. It's a pain in the butt and whatnot. But you have your time to go and basically give your side of the story and go with your information that you have, and then at that point, then it now, you know, this is all just what's happening here today, and then, you know, the judge is the final.
Don't take my word for it. Please self-educate. But like stepping over rights is called deprivation of rights under color of law, and it's a federal.
Does Balboa Park have any, like, their own specific?
They can't. They have to work off city law. They're not a private entity. They're a public place, and the law has to be passed in the city council. And I know it hasn't been passed because I just talked to Stephen Whitburn the other day, and he said he had no clue this was even going on. So these rangers are not up to date on what's going on. They're just doing what they're told, and that is not legal. You know, it's deprivation of rights under color of law, which is a federal law being violated. It's also conspiracy against rights under color of law. I can give you the deprivation of rights number. It's 18-242, that's USC. And then the other one is 18-243.
Yeah. I would go with all your stuff and deal with it at the court date. And then that'll be like the lay of the land.
Well, legally, I can't go to court and help them because I'm not a lawyer.
Correct. I mean, you can give them all of that information and tell them, like, hey, this is what you should do. This is the information you need. When you go to court, you should say X, Y, and Z. Here's the law number. Here's the federal number or penal code law that states this or whatnot.
Trust me, I'd love to be able to go to court for people, but
I bet.
I don't have the degree and don't have the time or energy to put out to get it.
Yeah. But I mean, it seems
You
like
guys
you know
got any
your stuff.
questions for us?
Nah,
At least about First Amendment stuff. I don't know about everything. I wish I did.
Cool. Okay. Need anything
All right.
else?
No, that's it.
You good?
Thank you, sir.
All right, man. No problem.
Catch ball with the bite on the speaker.
You guys have a good one. Hey,
Hey,
do
McGee.
whatever you gotta do. But
Hey, bro, that was the best ticket I ever got.
Yeah.
I met a good dude.
hey, I
Hey.
hope to see you again. But
Yo,
not
you
in
gonna
the
see
same
me? Yo, you gonna
circumstances.
see me? Listen, brother, I'm gonna be at
you-
Comic Con.
you
You
gonna
know, I know Officer Montessere. That's
Okay.
my uncle.
Is it?
Yeah.
No shit.
Oh, you know
Officer
Montessere?
my uncle, bro.
Jerry?
This don't everybody don't. I don't talk about it that much unless I gotta pull that card.
Well, that's all right.
You know what I mean, I don't even have a pull that card.
I want to talk to
I mean,
these
you guys
real
cool as
quick.
hell. Bro, I've seen you a million times. Chilling. I've seen you a couple times. Like,
So you said you'd talk to me.
They said they talked
when I see you coming down, like, God damn.
Cassidy did. I have it on video. You said you'd talk to me.
I don't know what you want to talk about.
Well, I want to talk about where are these codes because everything I've dug
You
through.
did a PRA. The codes
Yeah.
were emailed to you. You
Yeah,
have
and
that
I went through
information.
them and they weren't for the park.
You have that information.
Okay, so you guys are just going to bullshit and lie to people then. Why can't y'all talk to me? What are y'all afraid of? You heard it. They will not cooperate. But no amplifiers here, according to their rules.
Lay down. Bet. Yeah, I got this. You going to the gym? You going to the gym? You gotta start. If you don't know, that means you gonna go. You gotta start going to the gym. You gotta protect your people. You gotta protect everybody. You're the man of the house. Oh, well, he's the man. The man's man of the house. But when he go to work, you the man of the house. All right? Go to the gym. Here I come! Got you.
Now that's one of the guys that was getting messed with for having amplification. We'd like to show y'all this sign. Starting May 1st, park rangers will start enforcing city municipal code for amplification. The municipal code reads as follows: 59.5.0502, disturbing, excessive, offensive noises, declaration of certain acts constituting the following activities among others are declared to cause disturbances, excessive or offensive noise in violation of the section are unlawful. Namely, horns, signaling devices, unnecessary use or operation of horns, signaling devices, or other similar devices on automobiles, motorcycles, or any other vehicle. B, radios, television sets, phonographs, loudspeaking amplifiers, and similar devices. When you call the police force and ask them what their policy on this is between 10 p.m. and 7 a.m. So this law, this rule that the Rangers are using against the buskers and artists here in the park doesn't even apply to the daytime. It is for after 10 p.m. at night till 7 a.m. in the morning. Just so you're aware.